Greetings, everyone. Welcome in. Hope y'all are having a great day so far. It is finally Friday. Finally, stream time on Friday. Time for some good fun with Fred. We looks like we are up and running tonight, which is awesome. Really glad that we. I don't know exactly what was going on. It magically fixed itself. While it was off during the day, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I did do a little bit of troubleshooting and trying, a couple of things that I hadn't tried initially, and so like I said, we're up and running and ready to go. So looking forward to hanging out with everybody in chat today. Thanks for hanging out with me yesterday while we were having technical difficulties and just chatting with me in stream. It was a lot of fun just to be able to talk with you guys without the distractions of a game. So we are back to normal. Looking forward to hanging out with everybody, whoever's available to join me in game as well. And everybody watching the stream replays, thank you guys so much. Do appreciate you. Leave me your comments. I do want to hear from you guys. Let's see. Get my timer out. I see chat going crazy right now. Get my timer out and ready. So let's see what we can do in Dune. We do have a couple of actual quest things to do. We've got to run back to this city and see what we can do there. Shadow, hello, how are you? Good to see you. Pirate, welcome in. Needs a bath with lots of soap. Yes, the computer needs a bath with lots of soap. Seems like a genius idea. A whole new meaning to water cooled, right? You need more Riesling. Of course you do, Carl. Hello, how are you? Thank you. Alright, losing the glasses right off the bat, Vickery. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Let's get that timer up and running, and we'll see what we can manage right off the bat here. Alright. I can't see chat well I don't have my glasses on, but I will catch up to all of your greetings. Glad you're doing well, Shadow. Always a pleasure. Tab. There we go. Looks like we do have some things in our inventory. I can't tell. This is sand or spice. Throw that in where it belongs. Looks like. Are these schematics? I believe these are schematics. Yep. That one's a schematic. It's a schematic. That's a schematic. I don't know what they were because I can't read them. Is this one also a schematic? Yep. Okay. I probably should have waited on those, but that's okay. The spice goes over here. We can put that away. And run our refiner. Yeah, let's see how our memorizing, having some of the buttons memorized really helps visually since I can't see it. We have spiced ingots. Are those in our ingot? They are not. Not in there. I can't read any of these, so I don't know. I don't know where they go. What else do we have in our inventory? Looks like we've got some armor, some fuel cells. Those go over here. Looks like we're having a little bit of a lag issue here. Not that box. Not that box. That one. This. I can get if I can figure out what the shape is, I can usually figure out what things are. I don't know if these are sand bike or buggy parts, but those will go downstairs. That's armor. Armor plating. Goes in one of these boxes, but I'm not sure which one. Middle-ish. Not that one. middle somewhere. There it is. There we go. And complex machinery. I'm pretty sure this goes in here too. Our spice residue. So, has everybody survived their week, and how's everybody doing? That is not the right chest. Wait, no, we went down. We went down one too far. Wait, that's not right. There we go. That's where that belongs. Seriously? Apparently all those stacks are full. Alright, I have to wait till I can see to be able to put, well, I guess we can go down here, because at least we know they're buggy and sand bike parts. So we'll put those away. Since we have to go to the city anyway, we'll be able to pay our taxes and everything there. I meant to put this in a glass before stream. I don't drink soda a lot, but every once in a while I do want something. Grab that on the way home, just for a little kick, which means I'm gonna have a bad sugar crash. Let's see if I can figure out what parts these are. If I squint really super hard. Pretty sure. Okay, that says, I think that says buggy. Also says buggy. There we go. Solves that problem. Don't forget, as always, if you're going to join in game, the voice chat is open as well. Even if you're not playing, if you just want to hop in the voice chat channel in Discord, you're always welcome to as well. We are alright. I mean, that was a buggy part. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Carl. Thank you for the hydration. Switch to Riesling, much more convenient. Yeah, it's less of a crash off of that. That's why I don't typically put like creamer or sugar or anything in my coffee either. It's just less satisfying. We've got light darts and light darts and heavy darts. We'll keep those, put those away. A couple of fuel cells. How are we doing on our power? Not great. All right. Our water's good. We don't have any taxes due for a couple of days. We'll probably go ahead and pay those today anyway. What do we have for our chemicals? It's the low-grade lubricant that we need. We're gonna need some more sand. Can we turn this on without... Yes, we can turn this on without killing anything. Take all those and get our turbines lubricated properly. Hello, fly. Go. we can claim the turbines. Look at that. It doesn't want to. No. Damn it. Okay, I guess we're going down here. Can we refill those from the main thing? Okay, I know we could put fuel cells in the generators when we were running off of generators. Can we put this lubricant in the... Nope, okay. It's fine, it's fine. I'll have to remember that. I'll have to see if I can find any around here. I'm sure I can. To be able to get in between them. Doesn't want to play. Whatever. Rearrange those a bit. Oh, that's how much is left. Okay. All right, there we go. That'll do. Get everything running. Check gun parts. There's our armor. That goes in there. Where is our spiced? There's those. There's in there. Spice infused ore. There it is. That's what we're after. It's our pistol, a belt, heal kit. Okay. Medical. Need a medic. Power packs and belts. It won't let you scroll while you're holding something to switch into the inventory. That's annoying. Pistols. And our ornithopter parts go outside over here. Alright. How are we doing with our fuel here? Completely refueled. And our ornithopter parts. I'm assuming those were just extras that we picked up. Alright, we've got thrusters and storage. Beautiful. Our second-hand thruster. Alright, let's run over to report our findings to Alara. I think we did all the maintenance we needed to do, dropped our inventory off, got our wind turbines relubricated, and okay, I think we're good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You're always talking about what you're drinking, Carl. What have you had to eat that's good lately? Talk to me about food. Grabbed myself some Chinese food. Had teriyaki beef sticks, skewers. That's what I was looking for, skewers, and some fried dumplings. I prefer pot stickers with the thinner dough. This particular place that's a little bit closer on the way home has dumplings. It's a thicker dough, but it's still good. You went to a place that specializes in pilaf? Nice. Oh, goat. Nice. That's good stuff. And kebabs. Yeah. Kebabs are just fun. You wait till you popped. Nothing in moderation for you, is it? I trained myself a long time ago to stop eating when I stop feeling hungry, which in some ways, oops, this is not where we want to go. We need to go to Harco. This way. I'm so used to going to the desert. It's a combination of things. Growing up with a big family, and, you know, eat fast or you don't get your fill. And then, you know, being on my own, having to eat on a budget, or just stop eating when you stop feeling hungry, so you don't stuff yourself. I mean, that's fair. You're definitely gonna be. I mean, even if you don't eat until you pop, you're still gonna eat more than me. I eat frequently, just in small amounts. I mean, it is kind of nice though, because if you order the right, like if you go out to eat, for example, and you order something that is going to be good as leftovers, one meal will feed you twice. It's kind of nice that way. Because gone are the days of 59-cent tacos. Back here. We need to go back here. In Uzbekistan, you see how big their communal pull-offs are? I'll bet.
Oh, look. The kitten is back. Do we have business?
We do. I have news about the gel spheres.
You have? That's excellent work. Tell me about what you encountered. Incredible. Machine minds designed solely for entertainment. Please, hand me the gel sphere. Thank you.
They need to
Here
add
is
an
your
animation
reward.
for that. There needs to be something.
I think you will find it most generous, considering the risks you have taken.
And my encounter with the clone mind.
A machine mind replicating humanity. An outrage. It is a good thing you destroyed that abomination. Hand me the gel sphere.
Here you go.
Thank you. Here is your reward. It is proportional to your contribution in this endeavor, I think.
That sounds very underhanded. Telling somebody it's proportional to their contribution in that tone of voice. That felt very underhanded. Congratulations, you completed the Lost Harvest. Hope you enjoyed uncovering the secrets of the Forgotten Labs and unlocking the new vehicle, the Treadwheel. Look forward to more in content in Chapter 3. Nice. So, we get to go, let's see. Treadwheel. Nice. Okay, we're gonna build this thing. Looks like, yeah, that's the first one. Plastinium. Need spice for that one. hold on, pace. Okay, we're definitely gonna go build that because that looks like fun. I just finished up the chapter 2 bit. Now unlocked the new vehicle, so super fun. You were once told the oilless peel hops are the best. Yeah, you gotta get all that flavor in there. Let's see if there's any other, anything else. That should be everything. Recall. There's this one that got added too. That one's new. That's all of that. Yeah, let's see where that one's at. So I've got to go back to the basin anyway. Get back there and looking forward to driving this thing. If it's as much fun as the sand bike, it's gonna be great. Too much, it'll impact your perceptions. Too little and you'll go through withdrawal. Can we look at our... We can't look at our inventory while we're in the... It's like, should we go make a run through the deep desert first real quick? Because we do need things up there. Since we're out here in the overworld map, we'll go ahead and make a run to the deep desert. I think we went over too far. Since we're already out here. You can shoot behind you with the new vehicle. Oh, that ought to be fun. Let's make a run out here, and we're gonna avoid the PvP zones right now. We have not had good luck the past couple of days, or the past couple of times that we've been up here. So we're just gonna stick to the lower portions and hopefully we can find a little bit of something. If nothing else, we can at least get some ore. Come out along the ridgeline. I should put a scanner on this. So I never think about putting a scanner on it for the resources. That's copper. Oh, there's a little bit. Switching between playing No Man's Sky and this, both of them having the ships that you fly, try to remember which controls, because I keep trying to use Thopter controls on my ship in No Man's Sky. Why is this not working? But, you know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this one because it's partway underground. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Anything else right here? Nope, just that. Oh God. I think this is just aluminum. We're good on that for right now. We'll take the titanium. What do we have right across the way? Looks like there's some more. Since we need both, we also need spice, but ow. It's like bonking your chin on something. Exactly what that was. Change some minor details. The refinery should go into the ingot box now after smelting. Oh, so you connected everything. So it'll go directly from the refiner to the box. Nice. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I know there's a way to link everything up, and I just never took the time to figure out how that generally works. See how active it is out here. Although the in-game chat for the Deep Desert wasn't super active when we got attacked, so I'm no longer taking that as an indication. Grabbing this ore that's up here. What's this? That's aluminum. We don't need that right now. This ridgeline is actually better than I expected. Here's a little bit of something. Actually, nope, that's not the button we wanted. I do wish you could actually walk up the ramp to enter. That'd be fun. You sort of kind of can. Yep, see, looks like, yep, I'm not the only one. Oops, that's fine. We landed here for a reason. Yeah, sure. I mean, like I've said before, the game is the game. You couldn't figure out how to smelt it? It should just be in the refiner. Unless you haven't unlocked that far yet, it may not be. I don't remember if it unlocks, like if it's just there or if it unlocks after a certain point. I can't remember. We've got it, so. Not enough vertical movement on this belt. It's got a little bit. It's got enough most of the time. I think this is the best belt for what I do most of the time. Just need a little bit more vertical along with the forward movement. There it is. Couldn't see it at first. Cathevia, have you ventured back into the PvP areas, or have you stayed in the lower zone of the deep desert? Just wondering how much trouble you've had. Are you at the base, Cathevia? I meant to check and see how much flower sand we have left. That's copper. Because we need to make some more silicon blocks out of the flower sand. I just wasn't sure how much flower sand we had left. I need to grab that as well. Across the gap here. These gaps are just deceiving, because if you're not paying attention to your map, you head into one of these gaps and it's not actually the entrance and exit to the deep desert. It's in between. And then you crash. You went to the PvP area right after the server restart and did a shipwreck. I haven't gotten on the same day as the server reset, so I don't know how active it is. I think that's the time that would make me most worried about other players, because everybody's out trying to get the fresh things. Okay. Can you get some silicon blocks going, please? So that should be the chemical refinery. You don't have to use all of them. Just like make a handful, whatever feels like a handful to you. Thank you. Let's see what's over here. Fuel cells, which we also need. I've got a chest halfway full, but we do need them, so I'm gonna grab them. It's more efficient to do this with the buggy, but it's not always about efficiency. You don't always have to have the best build. You don't always have to do things in the most efficient way. Bring a buggy with the M6 cut array or the advanced schematic cut array out there. Solo alien with the buggy and the carry-all-thopter. Bring in so much more plastinium. Yeah, I'd have to... Yeah, if I could carry everything, all of the pieces for the buggy, bring it out here and build it, put my thopter away in my... Because I'm using this... Use the scout thopter, put it away in my vehicle saber gun. What's that thing called? Oh my gosh, that's so horrible. Backup tool. It's a backup tool. How hard is that to remember? And then drive the buggy along the A lane. That would be more efficient. Actually, might do that. Take my buggy apart, bring it out here. Especially running it solo. Well, no, because I don't even know that it would be more efficient in the sense that you get more out of it. But having to go from the driver's seat to the takes 81 spice to make a mining laser. Yeah, what our buggy, what cut array does it have on it? But Gonzo, by the way, welcome into chat. Good to see you. If we can make a run up here together, though, bringing the buggy up would be good. You're on PAX EU. Played during closed beta. You love Dune? Yeah, it is. It has been a lot of fun. I love the world. Having read the books and everything, already enjoying the lore and the world that was built, and then seeing the beauty of the game and what they've done with it. It has been so much fun to play. It's like sometimes I feel like I've barely scratched the surface, even having the game time that I have in it. Okay. I've got to remember when I rebuild something, I've got to remember to change the permissions on the vehicles after they've been rebuilt. Thank you so much for the follow and the sub, Gonzo. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome in. It is great to have you. There's also a Discord. Thank you. There's also a Discord. If you want to join there, there's a command for it in chat. Also the link in the bios. Let's get our nose up here. There we go. Rackam, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. You love the Frank books, the Brian books not so much. There's a different writing style. Of course my backpack's full. Got more weight than anything else right now. Come on, there we go. Oh, the fuel cells. I'm like, why? Plenty of fuel cells. We actually got a decent amount out of that, just the few that we did do. Good with that. You give that Riesling a 94, I'm assuming, out of 100? That's pretty impressive. And then when you have a 100 scale, there's a lot of room for nuance there. Thank you for the hydration, appreciate it. It's doing all right. I don't have a ton of interaction with just coming across people. Come across a few. I do have a guild that's a handful of people. Right now it's been a little hard to get everybody playing all at once, so right now it's just two of us at the moment. In game right now, but in general, there's enough people to give us trouble up in the deep desert. Last couple of times, it was they were unfriendlies, not just unfriendlies. They were purposefully unfriendly, because I was, running solo up here, and it was rough. I'm more mad about that than I was when we were out here as a group in our carrier with our harvester, and we got taken out. Like, that was a legitimate attack. That was a legitimate amount of material for them to want to take from us. That's fine. But when I'm running a scout up here and it's just me and I get taken out, like purposely chased down, that was you can't really get mad about it because it is PvP. So that's the zone that you're in and you're gonna have it. So you can't really get mad about it, but it was a little bit frustrating. Not the biggest deal. Actually, kind of curious what we're going to find in these shipwrecks, because there are a couple of things that we need. I'll land over here. Whoops. A little bit of crunch. Hide behind our thopter here. Server you started on after lunch just died. No one left. Moved to PAX as it was busy. So just hitting high population every day, but even that was split out. Yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of drop off after the initial excitement of a game, and then it'll kind of level out. People will come back, and so. But finding the steady flow of player numbers, it'll get there. It'll get comfortable. It's just plain lemon lime soda. That's Starry is the brand. The regional version of Sprite. Back here. Where are you?
Where's my reinforcements?
Yeah, I see you. It ran its life course. Yeah, it's not always about what's most popular, though. It's about what you enjoy playing. Finding that balance of where the viewers are and where the people are, and keeping the enjoyment for yourself. Adept missile launcher. Neat. I'll take that, thank you. At least until an update or a DLC. Yeah, I mean they just dropped chapter 2, so and then when chapter 3 comes, I figure they'll run it by chapters, which will be good. My favorite board game? Oh gosh. Right now, it's probably Hunter's 1492. It's a really fun. The artwork is beautiful, story-driven campaign. But yeah, I'm with you there. Like Twilight Imperium is really good too. I do enjoy that one. But yeah, getting people to play. So if you can find ones that you're able to do solo, that it has a campaign and stories that are written to play that way, or just like with 2 people. Occasionally I can find somebody, but anything else? Did we miss anything? Up here, there we go. Like I knew there had to be something else. It's down there. Run all the way to the back. Oh shit. There's a hole in the floor. Can we get back up there? Nope, we don't have enough. Oh wait. Oh, bonked our head. You prefer low population service, less downtime, less lag, and the people you care about are the friends you play with anyway. Yeah, right, exactly. Coming across, I actually don't come across people in the basin very much. Like even when it was fresh, I didn't come across people in the basin very much. I think a lot of them just ran straight through and got to the deep desert as quickly as they could. I don't have a blood bag on me, do I? I do not. War of Whispers. Only takes an hour to play, simple mechanics, but the simplicity hides really satisfying depths. Nice. A War of Whispers. I have to look that one up. I have a lot of board games and tabletop games. A lot of people are very particular about that difference. War of Whispers. I got one recently, Nemesis, basically aliens. That one's really fun. Ouch. The flying thing changes the game, to make it so much easier. Having a Thopter makes all the difference. I kind of miss driving the sand bike around, but there you are. Ow, rude. Ow. Seriously? Who was not paying attention to my health bar? Clue. Yep, I remember Clue. And Hero's Quest. Yep, I actually have a bunch of expansions for Hero Quest. You just bought Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Core. Too nice. And you paint your own minis? That's awesome. I like the idea of painting the figs. I haven't done it. I haven't taken the time to do it yet. Some of them I've gotten sun-dropped, and they look really good, even if they're not painted. Just having that depth and dimension that the sun-dropping does on the grays is sufficient. There's probably a bigger chest in here, but I can't find it right now. So I just kind of want to see what the loot was in here. We're good for right now. You can paint and you can crochet, Carl? Nice. What kind of painting? 2 blankets? Nice. My paintings, I've played with oils a little bit, but most of my paintings are all acrylics. I've got my Halloween scene up right now. Decided to switch it out. It's October, spooky season. Oh. But as far as painting the figures, I haven't sat down to actually experiment with and figure out the process. But I like the idea, and I do have multiple games that I got the figures unpainted specifically for that purpose. You love the end product, but not the process. There's definitely an attention to detail and having the time to do it and sitting down, and of course the cleanup after, and you know, inevitably you make a mess because it's painting. It's art. Art is always messy. Places, animals, historical sites. Nice. But what's your medium though? Is it oil paints or acrylics or pastels? I've done a little bit with chalks and pastels as well. But like I said, acrylics for the most part. Whatever. Yeah. That's the best way to deal with it too. It's like just whatever. Hobby Lobby is my favorite place. It's my store. And they always have sales and like artist sets for a really good brand. Master's Touch is the ones that I like the best for my art supplies. Oh, you know what? I didn't look for spice while I was up there. I just ran the titanium and stravidium. It's fine. Whoops. We almost passed the basin. I am not surprised, Pirate. You know what? Guys have an advantage there. They can do things like that. What? I got kicked. This is the 7th, so that's not today. We're good. They have it much easier when camping, too. You're a team as well? Nice. That's awesome. Good morning, Bojangles. How are you? Good to see the future will come. Make a 3D print, you should be fine. Gee, thanks, pirate. Yeah, I don't have a friend group that well, just in general, I can stop the sentence there. But a group that is, you know, to be able to do games in that depth and that manner. So I'd like to. Like I've dabbled a little bit in looking at like D&D and the worlds that can be built with that mechanic, and the characters that you can create. It definitely is appealing, but you know, not don't have the social aspect of it. I'm good, Bojangles. We are up and running today, so that's a plus. Those people you went to school with 30 years ago, you play over Discord? Yeah, that's been suggested, is, you know, playing that way. I was like, you lose the tangibility. It still technically works. But again, other than you guys, I'd have to get you all to play. You're Scottish? Nice. Nice. Scotsmen and Norwegians, and getting a good group going here. Bojangles and was Australian. Beautiful. Let's get some of this going as well. Basic virtual tabletop called Owlbear Rodeo, which is really good for the maps and the dice rolls. Neat. Yeah, there's a lot of tools out there to be able to do things better digitally, and you know, with groups that aren't actually in person. So it's just a matter of finding them, figuring out which ones are good, getting everybody to have a time where they can sit down and play. Okay, just gotta wait for the Stravidium fiber to do that. The titanium is used for plastinium, by the way, Cathevia. That's why you don't have an ore showing up in there as a refined, just straight titanium. That's true. This is the Dune world and the Dune mythos in an alternate timeline where Paul was never born. So it allows them to create the world without being stuck into a specific storyline. You still run across some of the same characters from the world, it's just different. Because they created this alternative to it to give you a different perspective and ways that they could play with the story and the characters, and that's that's what they did with this, and I think that was an excellent way to create the game. Create the game in the world, keep the rules. Like, they kept the rules of the world, they kept the rules of the houses, and the general interactions between Harkonnen and Atreides. But they didn't lock themselves into the story of the books. Oh. Yeah, like Rand. Yep. That's why I can't watch the Wheel of Time show that they did, is because they went so far away from the source material. Yeah, just an alternative what if storyline. Yeah, exactly. You were busy today? It's doing some cleanup, some virtual cleanup. Nope, it's not the right one. Yeah, go there. That's full. Technically, this doesn't belong in here, but the other one is full. So we'll toss that in there until it gets used. You have the Dune RPG as well, but you haven't run it yet with your group? Fine. Not really, but really kind of. Yeah, kind of. There's definitely a twist, and you're still trying to figure out what exactly your purpose is in the world. You should get on and feed your generators. You've probably broken again. Yeah. When we took a minute to get on, because we were busy playing other games, and we came back and we're like, crap, everything ran out. So, yes, Rand was the Dragon Reborn. Yep. Yeah, like I said, they kept to the lore, they kept to the source material, they kept the rules intact, but really made it their own. It'd help if we could hit the right button. That's asking a lot, I know. Launcher that fires homing rockets. That ought to be fun. How heavy is this thing? 5. It's very heavy. These go in there. So that, okay. It reads in a very weird way. We need to rebuild our advanced vehicle thing again, because when our generators went down, our advanced vehicle refinery went kaput. Alright, let's research our new vehicle here. We'll just go with this one for now because we need a bunch of spice for the higher one. Alright, tread wheel. What are we missing? Duraluminum for these. Okay, let's get... Need to make the Mark 6. Oh, we need the advanced to make the Mark 6 mining turret. Okay. Wanted to build one of your small crash ships as your Corvette in No Man's Sky, but it's going to use more than 100 parts. Yeah, the builds can get crazy in No Man's Sky. It's the only game you've ever refunded on Steam? Wow. It's not for you, was it? It is a lot. It is a lot. We've been playing that as well. I've got about probably 45 hours into the game now. It is a lot. What was it? Was there any particular thing? Like, obviously, not all games are for all people. Was there anything in particular about it? It took a lot of time for me to be comfortable enough with games to find my feet in No Man's Sky, and I still feel like sometimes I'm floundering a little bit. I did hear that it was not good when it first released. Is it? It will be fine. Alright. Go ahead and do the Mark V tread wheel. Got treads. I'm assuming we're gonna have to make 2. The engine, the PSU, the chassis, the hull. The Swift treadwheel engine. The scanner. You can have a passenger on your treadwheel? Nice. Inventory. Okay. Alright. 95. 7 versus, what is that? Yeah. 92, 7.5. Okay, so this one is better than the Mark V, even though it's technically only a Mark IV. So we'll do this. Craft that one. That's our engine. Our treads. Or duraluminum and cobalt paste. We should be okay. It's a fun game now and multiplayer, right? Yeah, it is. It's a ton of fun to explore. It's definitely intimidating at times because of how big it is. Oh. Your Thief even died this time. Half the base is destroyed. I mean, it's a good excuse to start your build over. Find a new spot and do a whole new build. Yeah. You've played many games like No Man's Sky, waited for a year after its release to play it. I mean, in general, trying to play a brand new game, sometimes you have to go into it with a lot of grace. The starting your world you were on didn't even have the resource you need to progress the tutorial. Yeah. There's a certain point, like, as long as you can get to another planet, if the world you're on doesn't have what you need, if you can get to another planet, like, in the same solar system, but if the world you were on didn't even have that, yeah, I can see that can be a problem. You and your little voice, pirate. One of these days, you're going to let it talk. You also refunded Foxhole. Don't think I've ever heard that one. Right. Treadwheel, engine. Need the PSU. Chassis and hull. We can put it together, drive it, and see if we want the boost or the passenger seat and everything. So, let's start with those pieces. Good start. Let's do a quick run while we're waiting on that stuff to refine, so we can finish building our parts. Love how your ornithopter is still smoking. Need to build more parts. See if there's any spice floating around down here. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was going to change the permissions on the buggy here. Should be. There we go. Still using that secondhand engine. Yeah. I find it amusing that it's sitting there smoking. Doctor does need some love. Yeah, she was built with secondhand parts. Because we need a bunch more spice so we can build that advanced vehicle crafter. Every time we've gone up to get spice, we've gotten blown out of the sky. So let's see if we happen to come across anything down here. Do a quick circle. You don't want a new spot, you want this spot. It's my spot. When you do find a really good spot to build. What it's meant to look like, or something like the Siege Talab. Do something different in the same spot. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun to get creative. We love you, pirate. I promise. There's always some spice through the west exit. Okay. You could do an even better, longer hidden path. There you go. Hidden paths, hidden doors. Those are always awesome. Have I done any treasure hunting in the deep desert? Like beyond just material farming and running the research stations? One of your favorite ways to get spices to find the medium spice fields in the PvE area. Yeah. That's probably what we're gonna have to do. Just figured I'd make a run around here just to see. Can't believe you said you weren't loved, pirate. Your Thopter is constantly smoking. You run it until the engine isn't even repairable anymore. That's fair. That's perfectly fair. Using secondhand parts and running it until it's dead. That's the way to do it. I mean, that's the way I run my stuff in real life. Run my car till it's dead. Run my phone till it's dead. Yes, it does start smoking pretty early. Where is it? That was a blow. Where was it? Or was that a crash? We need to group up so we can see each other. Hang on. You should have a party invite so I can see where you're at. Fly around the D-line and scan. You'll find buried treasure. Neat. good too? No. Our nose was pointed farther down than we thought. Where are you? Over there. No, I do take care of them. That's why they last so long. They last a very long time, but I run them until they're dead. Oh, there we go. I see it. This one's safer. Oh, is there another one? This wasn't the original one you were talking about? Landed on my own head. I'll talk about that. Your truck is currently dying. Yeah, my car is, I don't want to say she's on her last legs, but it has been a slow and painful death. I am not looking forward to having to replace her. We were able to almost compact the entire thing before we had to run. Ha, you did the smart thing. You parked over there. You run phones until they die, you don't break them? Yeah, I have never broken a phone. I run them until they only hold, 5 minutes of charge, and they are lasting less and less time, and they are doing that on purpose. Manufacturers. That's why I stopped using a certain brand. Among other reasons, but if you take care of it, it'll never die. Yeah. Just up there, it's fine. Was there another one in this direction, Cathevia? More spice? There's a crash ship, yeah. That one shouldn't be in the radiation zone. I haven't done anything for the Landrad stuff. I haven't touched that mechanic at all. Why is what closer to land? The spice that we were just harvesting? Because we're down in the basin. We're not up in the deep desert right now. How bad is the... Were you talking about this crash ship over here? Radiation's not bad.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Never mind. No sandstorms for us. We already played the sandstorm game. We'll go up into the deep desert and grab spice up there. We'll go drop this off. Go ahead and grab that. You pull a tool trailer for work. Need something more suitable. At some point, repairs cost more than the value of the vehicle. Yeah. That's kind of the balance beam that I'm on right now with my car is, will the repairs last long enough
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is
to
approaching.
make the cost worth it, as old as she is, and the repairs that she needs. So, Tool is a very good band. Alright, we're gonna have to go back to that blue. Let's see if we can. Yep. We will just land right here, wait for the sandstorm to pass. We will do this. Whoops, that is not what we wanted. I feel like it's gotten pickier with where you have to be facing. Yeah. Why can't I store my vehicle? Oh, because it's a thought. No, this one's a scout. Oh shit, grenade. Because it's an assault, not a scout. I forgot which one we were driving. I was gonna pick her up. Ah, the sandstorm's passed us by anyway. Okay, we just got the tail of it. Stop shooting at me now, that'd be great. Thank you. I forgot which vehicle we were driving. Yeah, the shipwrecks are always PvP. See if we can find that spice blow. If you don't spend too much time in a level 1 radiation zone, you're okay. I had been carrying my suit around on me. Question is, where was that spice at? In the radiation zone, of course. Let's see. Lands Ride is good for getting rare tier 6 schematics. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I just haven't done it yet. See how much of this we can get without taking damage. We're gonna fill it pretty fast. It's a pretty big blow though. We'll run back and get our radiation suit. No, but cars and ships are always she. You're a pirate, you should know this. Your ship is the most important part of you. Not if you can throw away junk and people equally. I mean, you have a very good point there, Jason. I'm on your team for this one. You've forgotten to put on your rad suit a few times and died there, which is just embarrassing. I mean, glad I'm not the only one. I even named my car. My car's name is Gambit. Which, yes, is technically a male character, but... You care not for the sea who are naming objects. So you're just a pretend pirate. You don't really exist. But you don't go to sea to see what you could see? Especially, it's bad luck not to name your ship. Only male if you're in Universe 616. Other universes, Gambit might be. Yeah, you're right. You are correct. Very valid point. Side note, 616 is the actual number of the beast, not 666. Yes, it is not actually sixes. Numbers have very specific meanings, and, you know, a lot of them are misconstrued, and numbers are sometimes, you know, something sticks because of whatever reason. Whether it's a legend or, you know, a story somebody starts and just it runs, and then that's how we end up with, you know, 666 being the number of the beast and all of that. It was supposedly code for Nero. Nero was pretty bonkers guy. What do we need to put away? Rocket launcher, cooler. They should all go in here. And our missile launcher. I guess that can go in with the rifles. We'll put that in with the rifles. And salvage metal. Dang it, I have the hiccups. Must get rid of the hiccups. I'm not easily enough scared to for that to work. Thank you for the hydration. There we go. We drank some water, sat up straight. You get one hiccup and you're one and done. Nice. You got the rest of the radiation space? Nice, thank you. Here's the question. How many times do you sneeze? Are you a single sneezer or are you a triple sneezer? Or do you get like a bunch of sneezes? Most people I know, it's either 1 or 3 or like a bunch of them. You're a triple sneezer? That's funny. Alright. I guess let's go make a deep desert run for spice. See if we can find a good spice blow up there. Drop everything off. We emptied our inventory, yeah. Let's refuel. How's our compactor? Pretty good. I'm gonna grab a second compactor. Because if we're gonna be up there, I don't think I have a spare anymore. Depends on what you sniff. Do you sneeze when you go out in the light? I do not have any extra good compactors. Gather 8 medium. You have the cure for hiccups. Is it the spoonful of sugar? Since it works but not for diabetics. The thing that works best for me is holding my breath. That's the Mark III industrial. Slow. Let's just do another one of these. Thank you, Carl. You're gonna reread the Wheel of Time books? Nice, nice. It's been a little bit since I've read them. Not a super long time, but I have them all. I read them whenever. People that can stare at bright light when they get the taste sneeze. Yeah, if you sneeze when you look at light or go out in the sun. That sneeze that almost happens. Yeah. Yes, that's what I said. When you were an EMT, you had a patient that had been suffering from hiccups for so long she was hypoxic? Yeah, I can see that being a thing. That's a long time. And how your abs have to hurt. Like, I've had the hiccups long enough for my abs to get sore. Heaping spoonful of sugar and water, drink it all down somewhat quickly. The reason being scared or drinking is thought to work is because it controls, like it startles your diaphragm and kicks it back into gear properly. You've worked for the ambulance service as a call taker. You're not a vampire, though you do have the urge to nibble on necks from time to time. Can't fault you for that. Alright, I'm going up into the deep desert, Cthevia. We can fill up our thopters and see what happens. I'm gonna go to the leftmost entrance. We'll stay in the PvE zones to see what we can find. I've known people in healthcare service, in the medical field, actually more specifically, but I don't have the temperament or the patience for it. The blood, all of that doesn't bother me. Injuries, but I don't have the temperament to care for people in that. Okay, sounds like a plan, Cthevia. I think that's called a hornfire. Nice. If I had more patience, I would be a doctor. Right. Witty. So witty. You wanted to do ambulances, but you're crap at driving. So you went to the wards instead? Hey, when you know your strengths and weaknesses. Brain injury rehab. Yeah, that takes a lot. I have much respect for people who are able to do that. But the way the mind works intrigues me, and the psychology behind things. Like the other day, we were talking about the difference between sociopaths and psychopaths. So, it's the way the mind works is so intriguing. The only book you didn't like, oh, Wheel of Time was the last one. Well, they didn't really though. And I mean, the wheel has to continue turning. So, read it again. Read it again. When I just become a pilot and do medevac. Yeah. It's a lot of adrenaline doing that. You think there's 2 more main story quests for Chapter 2, not from the DLC? Yeah, I've got this one, The Call, which I think was added, that I got distracted from doing. But we'll get around to it. We really, really need to get more spice. We are kind of desperate for it right now. See if we can run this without going into the PvP zones. See if we happen to find... We'll see a spice blow. $5 says we'll see a spice blow, and it'll be just off in the distance enough, and it'll be up farther north than we want to go. We're gonna end up being super jumpy, not because of Shai-Hulud, but because of other players. Right, yeah. He can't use the power anymore, but it was what had to be done. And plus, you know, he's got his children, which the power will be passed on to. Because two of the mothers were strong in the power, and technically Min was too. She had it in a different way. Spoilers for anybody who hasn't read The Wheel of Time, I'm sorry. I think it was vague enough to not really be spoilers, though. Be fine. No, the Dark One is not coming back to devour everything, not at the end. Well, yeah. I mean, what do you expect? A group like that, with that kind of power, they're going to play politics and they're going to be difficult. Yep. Even Moraine, I mean, she was the one that was the most helpful when she could, but at the same time, she was a hindrance. So... Wheel of Time has been out for a million years at this point, so if they haven't read it, that's on them. Fair point. Yep, it's not like it's something new. Yeah, it looks like that's a blow right up there. But that is probably farther up than we want to go. We'll head for it anyway. Gonzo, thank you so much for the gifted subs for the community. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. It is late o'clock for you. Alright, gather what you can. Cathavia. The icons like to break when you come into the deep desert, so at the moment I can't see you. Indeed, so awesome. Guys' support is the best. Thank you so much. It is so good to have you in. I am live every weeknight from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also live on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. and on Saturday afternoons as well at 2:30. So just FYI. And don't forget, there is also the Discord that you can join. It's fun to hang out off stream there. So thank you. Thank you so much once again. You're awesome. D8 is where that spice is? Okay. Hello, Imperium. It's just a small one. Okay. That's fine. Whatever you can get. Is that spice or is that flower or is that a shadow? Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Get some sleep. We will talk to you next time. I think that's flowers. Maybe. I can't tell. Oh, no, that is spice. Okay. Imperium. Somebody was complaining about the world's dominant patriarchy. Even the spell is Harry Potter. It's called Expecto Patronum. That one's about to blow. When they get all bubbly, it's about to blow. So we'll hang out right here for a second. Looks like that one's probably just going to be a small one. Where are we? We're in E2. We'll go over to this island, see what's over here, see if there's any ore to get while we wait for that. You're gonna repaint Rand's funeral pyre scene? Nice. Looks like we're in the PvP zone, so we're gonna have to be careful. You ate too much. You poor thing. Yep. Yeah, it's the Kit Kat. He gets mouthy occasionally. Usually when I'm ignoring him. Thank you for the lurk, pirate. Go stretch out. Give your tummy some room. It's all the way over there. There's that blow. Here it is. I knew it was happening soon. Thank you for that. I just like to see the rotation of all the things that that come up for the follows. Thankfully, this one down here is a PV zone. Right on the edge. It's like, really is right on the edge. Yep. Absolutely. Pop it into the Discord when you're done with it. Love to see it. I really need to post more of mine. I haven't done anything new lately. I've got several that are in progress. But when I hang a new one behind me, I should post it in the Discord so you guys can see it up close rather than just over my shoulder. I'll have to do something. That's all of it. Like, if you get enough of the small ones, then you don't necessarily have to find a big one. The small ones are safer. The small ones are much safer. Eventually we'll have a crawler again. The harvester, whatever, and our carrier. Can't believe we had it loaded up and we got blown out of the sky. It was great. It was awesome. Let me end. I do need to get a drop point. PO box done up, so for things like that, not gonna complain. have to send you all the cookies. And see, I did promise cookies, didn't I? Were they specific? We were talking about cookies the other day, and I said I'd make cookies. Or was it we talked about pancakes too, but can't remember. Can't remember if it was a specific cookie that we were talking about. Let's head this way. See what else we can find. All I have to do in return is dazzle you with my beautiful. Aw, thank you, Carl. All of the razzle dazzle. And now I have songs from the Chicago musical in my head. The wine will last for a moment, the game will last forever. I mean, it depends on how long it takes you to get through a bottle. Thank you for the hydration, appreciate it. Hey, Pirate went to go look. Turtle, hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Vulcan half-breed goblin thingy. I can work with that. I am fine with that. Such the compliment, Pirate. I love it. Thank you for the cheer, Turtle. I hope you're doing well. Hey, at least we know he's paying attention when he's lurking. There must be a ship there. Turn to a PvP zone for a second. Will we get lucky? Hey, I'm not a muggle. You don't know that both my halves aren't magical. Make the assumption. Us nerds cannot be trusted. I mean, not entirely wrong. We can be trusted to get into trouble. Flattery will get you guys everywhere. There we go. That's gonna be... It'll be right on the edge, probably in F. Yeah. We'll go for it anyway. It's close enough. It's close enough to the edge. We should be able to get away if we need to. Oh, fudge. Marshmallow fudge? Marshmallow swirl fudge? Peanut butter fudge. You need to see my halves closer. Is that your little voice being polite? And pastries. Fruit-filled pastries. All of the sweet things. Divinity. Can you make divinity? How can you know my hands are magical if we never... How many times have you seen me talk with my hands, okay? Not enough magic for you? You could possibly make divinity. I have not been able to find any since my great-grandma passed, because she used to make it. And I've tried to find it again. There was a couple of candy shops that I've tried their divinity at, and it wasn't right. The perfect finger length. I mean, they're not quite piano players' fingers. What side did the troll feet come from? Hey, you've seen my feet in boots? You have no idea what my feet are like. New bidding for sword arena fights? He'll be lucky to get Fred's hands. I mean, are my hands of the prize still attached, or are we going to chop them off? They aren't nearly as magical when they're not attached. You've seen loot goblins, so you can imagine which side the troll feet came from. Hey look, there's 2 spice blows. That one's definitely up in a PvP area, though. Oh, it looks like we've switched over. Oops. Where are we at? Ooh, we have a whole sector to get through. How brave are we feeling? Can't deny your barbarian berserker nature. I'm gonna chop the hands. I mean, guess I can't fault you for that. Alright, F7 has a good blow. There's another one very close as well. Oh, no, it's G7, I'm sorry. It's G7. I don't see anybody lurking about. But I didn't see anybody looking about before either. I'm seriously nervous. If I get killed again and lose all my spice, I might actually get annoyed this time. Another one in the PvE area? Good. Yeah, you grab those. I wasn't sure. I saw this one go. I wasn't sure how far up it was. I was hoping it was closer to the edge. You keep saying that, pirate. Alright, go dream happy dreams, Carl. We'll see you next time. Sleep well. Drink some water. When it's still going and you get the sound from the cloud in the background. It's like asking how lucky rabbit feet work. Of course you chop them off first. The episode of Supernatural with the rabbit's foot, that episode is hilarious. I love it. I lost my shoe. Yeah, sometimes things sound better in your head than they do out loud, but I don't mind. It's fine. Nope, the cloud does not hide you from other people. I mean, they might not be able to visually see you depending on how thick it is, just because of like the on-screen visuals, but it does not make you safe. Try ignoring the little voice. No, it's fun. Don't worry, they're not going anywhere. I've managed to keep them all intact so far on the saws at work, so I think we're okay. The number of panels that I've had to cut this week. We had this conversation yesterday too about ASMR and how annoying it actually is. Don't like it. I don't get the appeal. Especially when it's like packages being opened and the crinkling. It's like nails on a chalkboard. It's horrible. But, you know, if you find my voice calming and soothing, I'm okay with that. We can go with the soothing voice. I am very particular about like with my audiobooks, the narrators, the tone and the sound of the voice and their inflections is very, very important. Oh shit. He was so close. I don't know if he would, if the mechanic works in such a way that if you land while he's still running by, if it will turn and make a difference. That was nerve-wracking. I mean, I'm jumpy right now anyway because of other players. So... I mean, this is a good amount of spice, so I really don't want to lose it. I'm gonna vacate the area. We'll be able to come back. This one is G7. I'm gonna head back south before we start getting shot at. You like quiet? Yeah. Oh, no, chewing? The sound of chewing? No, that's awful. I will literally kill you. The mighty blue mage is with you. Oh, my medieval cosplay stuff? Yeah. Hey, any chance you see me jousting? I mean, it's a possibility. Any volunteers to take me on? Totally joust. Actually be really fun. You still haven't joined the Discord, Carl? How come? You and horses don't get along? That's a shame. This should be... There's one in E6. Behind me. Yep, looks like it. Where's that? Nope, that's the one I just came from, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe never see it pop up. It's right there. Thank you, pirate. I don't know why I'm flying instead of gliding, especially considering my fuel. Out of fuel. I should have more. Yeah, I think that's the one. Yeah, it's not the one I just came from, but there is that one. So we'll stay down here in the E's. Get up to height and then refuel. I've got to pull it out of my inventory, my Thopter inventory. They're only filled just 98%. We're gonna have to, Thank you, Dread, for the hydration. Appreciate it. How are you? Reflective. Interesting descriptor, but I get it. I'm good. I am very glad that the week is over. And I'm glad that we are back working properly. Don't know what happened yesterday. It fixed itself magically, you know, when I got home to try to fix it before stream, everything decided to work, which makes me not quite nervous, but just waiting for the next time that it breaks, since I don't know what caused it. Oh no, anxious is way too strong of a word. It's just the waiting for it to break again, since I don't know why it happened. If you don't know why something happened, so you don't know what fixed it, but then it decides to work again without reason, it's you don't know how to avoid the problem in the future. This one's gonna be another big blow. Should be close enough to the border. It does. There is definitely a range for anxiety, but even at its lowest, it's still too strong of a word for what I'm trying to convey. Bath with lots of soap. Yeah. Next time it breaks, just toss it in the tub. Hey, I was sick and I was still streaming, so glad I'm feeling better. That was not pleasant. Okay, where's the edge? There we go. I don't exactly feel safe, but we're close enough to the edge of the zone. We should be okay. Cookies. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. Back when Sesame Street was good. Oscar the Grouch is my favorite. More like a Kit Kat piece. Kit Kats are good. I think I'm just thinking right now, do I like Twix better or Kit Kats better? Because I like them both. I can't see the worm in the cloud though. Anxiety is when you burn a pot roast. Unspeakable dread. Nilophobia, the fear of nothingness. In your case, the fear of nothingness. I dread my dread not being there. I recognize it, but I couldn't place it. Backpack's full. Of course it is. Up, so heavy. Don't get so far up that we can't see where he's at. Oh, there he is. Ha! Had a heart attack for a second there. Thought he was gonna come out the dune at me. Backpack full. No, just a heart attack. Heart-stopping moment. That rush of adrenaline. That rush of adrenaline, though, is the thing that makes you want to jump off the edge of a cliff. Or out of a plane. still saving up for that. Go skydiving. The presence of cortisol and adrenaline. In the wrong balance. It's the balance of those chemicals is what defines the different sensations. I don't know. I gotta have somebody to propose first. Are you offering? It was there's nothing scheduled. Keep my backpack from getting full. Drop that in. Hey Bun Bun, how are you? Yep, we're on every night. I'm gonna check your notifications. I'm a creature of routine. With your personality, the gal would probably propose to you. And that's fair. Nothing wrong with that. You know, finding the right one. No. If you, whoever wants to do the offering. Besides, why does it have to be a wedding? It can just be a party. You'll offer. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's probably on the other side of that dune. Oh, yep, there he is. I've been here a really long time. I should probably skedaddle. Where's this one? F5. Alright, let's head back. One of you in chat will propose so we can eat all the food. Sure, why not? All of the mead, all of the meat. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Meat and mead and bread and cheese. You make some killer mashed potatoes. That works. Happening in the crater. If it's a big crater, it's probably a big spice blow. I don't... Where are you? I don't see you on the map. What sector are you in? F5. Should be just north of me then. Turning around, coming towards you. Also have chances of people giving the bride money to Contradulator. And then use that money to buy more games to stream. I mean, there you go. That's valid. That's absolutely. Gift registry is all video games. A whole roasted suckling pig. Grilled lamb. Tons of meat and wine. Absolutely. There's a big one. Big-ish. Drywood, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Good to have you. There you go. Yep. Video games. Perfect reason. Perfect reason for it. Yeah, the big craters are the large spice blows. Yep. Which can get extremely dangerous because we have not had good luck. Is that you? If anybody shows up, I'm out. This chat gets cat food and dog snacks. Well, like I said, just gotta have offers. The right offers. You know, like I said, nothing in the cards right now. Curious if that was a scout, somebody's scouting that is going to bring more people over. That's not what I wanted. It's okay. I don't trust it. It's not a coincidence they call you Mr. Smartass. Better a smartass than a dumbass. I mean... like how that spice field is marked, but the big crater is not. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I saw that other one. I'm like, I really don't trust it, especially I've got a pretty big load right now anyway. So I'm gonna head back, empty out, and then we can come back up here. That way if anybody shows up. Thought E was also PvE, but E must start the PvP zones. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to consider that most people don't. Looks like you get halfway through E before it changes. Good luck with that. That's a good one to have at the top of the list. Is their character, the way they conduct themselves, their personality. Are they a peaceful person in general? Are they a benefit or a detriment? We can do the testing station at D7. Yeah. I work my way that way. And what, you know, what video games they like. It's also very important. What character in DVD or D&D? And yes, yes. What species would they be? Tell you what, when I'm able to do this full time, then I might tell. You always go female in anything that's not human. Yes, definitely unhuman. 100% Andoran. Good choice, that one works. Almost D7. And I'll have to find where the testing station is. I think we've kind of figured out why it breaks and we can't see each other on the map between zones. I don't know if there's a way for them to fix it, if they just haven't done it yet because they're concentrating on other things, or if there's not a good way to fix it because of the way the zones change. I think you have a pretty good guess, but you'll have to guess mine first. Yeah. That's... Haven't you said it? Or at least a good guess? Or a range? Northeast corner of D7? Okay. Hopefully it doesn't take me that long to be able to do this full time. Is there... wait, I think I see it. With this base balanced on it. Park it right here. Really? I have given a few clues just in the way that, you know, talking about things and different subjects. I feel like I've given enough clues to at least get a range. Alright, you good? Let me look at my inventory here real quick. Okay. We're good. I can't pick up much for weight, but... Yeah, pirate, you're right. You know, finding that niche and rolling with, you know, what's popular as well, so... Why did my sprint not work? I don't like that you can't knock them out of that. They can interrupt you. But you can't interrupt them. There we go. That's better. That's not always a good clue, but it is a decent indicator, but it's not always correct. Yeah, No Man's Sky and Valheim are both pretty popular. Enshrouded does really well. Waiting on updates for that. This is going to be one that has waves, so there's a door to cut down right there, but I want to cut down these gunners first. Grenade. Where'd he go? Come on. Nope. Of course I am. Hey, I told you to use a bandage. Hello, Faust. Welcome to chat. Good to have you. Jeez, okay, gunner's down. Thought there was somebody over there shooting at me. Jerk. Really? Jesus. All right, next wave. Yeah, what are you wearing? Oh, yeah, still suit for combat. Not great. That's why I stopped wearing the still suits. Ow. Somebody's shooting at me. Up there. I can't reach him. Did you get it? Okay. Who's next? Not stand with our back to the door, that'd be great. Is there somebody still alive? Or is it just taking its time? There they are. Jesus. Ooh. One down. That is not who I tried to go behind. These guys are tough. Yes, I am not paying attention to chat at the moment. Hey, nope. There we go. Hi, but it's fun that way, though. I wouldn't have you guys change at all. Bastard. Why? Why? It won't let me... Won't let me do the thing. Out of the stasis bubble. There we go. Good grief. Oh, that was 3 waves? I think there's 5. Wait, there's a door right there.
Shield on.
Oh, poison. Let's stay out of the poison cloud. That'd be great. Shit. Ah, she moved. Oh, we're gonna die on this one. Ouch. Yep. Damn it. You might be starting your Couple Earth series with your buddy in the morning? Nice. Nice. In Sweden, so the time's different? Yeah. No, sure. No problem. Checkpoint. Let's go for the checkpoint. It should be right there. What? It's a Mark 5. Mark 5 there. Come on, die already. Thank you. You get used to fighting in certain areas, and so when you're in these areas where things are tougher, the same fighting style that you use doesn't work. You have to be a lot more
I've got your back.
cognizant of your power and which swings you're using where. Shoot me from behind the pillar. That is not who I wanted to go behind. You are supposed to go behind the gunner. Hi.
You're dead.
Damn. Try and get them to concentrate. Hey, look, we've got health. Nice. That's convenient. Wait. Love it when we get another person. I will say that is where it's convenient to have a more populated server. Oh. Oh shit, flamethrower. Damn. Get off me. Thank you. It's so annoying when they move. Oh. Let's not get set on fire. Hello, Krieger. Welcome into chat. How are you? I do not. I actually don't. I've got a couple of designs in mind, but I do not currently have any tattoos. Nope. Don't know how he saw me. Do I have a tail? I may or may not have a tail. Shoot. No, making sure she's actually down. I don't know why that's not locking on and letting me. Go. Another wave. Oh, let me get my body before I forget. Now that the chaos has subsided momentarily.
Shields up.
Back up. Hide back here momentarily. Hey, I said I may or may not have a tail. I don't have any tattoos yet. I do have a couple of designs. It's just a matter of saving the money for it because the designs that I want require a very specific style of artist. So and since, you know, I keep spending my money on Legos and video games. Jerk. Come on. Damn it. There was only one of them at that point. There you go. It depends. It depends on the tattoo, the placement, and the style. But they are much more appealing on men than on women. So they are all over there. We'll pick that up. Getting myself killed. There we go. Hi, Velcro. You're gonna come say hi today? Yeah, it's rough with these guys. They're definitely a challenge. Really? I don't understand why my skill is not targeting properly. Get off. Matt in Middletown, hello, how are you? Smash him in the kneecaps. Keep him from skating ever again. Oh, that's fair. I don't have any spice food on me, so I can't refresh my spice. Get. Ah. Crossfire. I'm gonna crossfire of the flamethrowers. Shit. You bastard. Yep, get off the wall. Every freaking time. I think I'm not being careful enough. And every time you die, your equipment takes damage. Oh, these waves are relentless. Too far away. Oh, I know I was close enough on that one. Get off. Gosh. That drains your stamina horribly. Finally. Now that's enough of that shenanigans. Alright. Oh, I mean, okay, what do you consider a bad word? I would totally love to have a flamethrower. It's not hard to make one. Things. Ooh, a Mark 6 leader, John. Nice. It's a schematic for it, but still. Hello, 40. How are you? Good to see you. That's that. So back out this way. We survived the waves, sort of, kind of. And we got the big chest. Yeah, we got the big chest though. I mean, there's the other, if we can find the key for the hole in the floor. I mean, that's all stuff we have a ton of. Oh, we did miss a room. Yep, we'll take the intel, thank you. Oh, there's the bracelet for the hole in the floor. It's all about perspective. How you define things. Don't need anything in there. Must loot goblin. Yeah. Other than being nearly full. Irradiated core we need. Alright. I think that's everything. And we'll take the darts. Alright, now we can go out. Need to get back with all of with the spice that we've collected so far and get that refining and make our new vehicle. It should have enough duraluminum crafted for that. There's a race apparently tomorrow for the and the prize is a new carrier. Alright. I am headed back to the basin. I've got a lot of spice on me, so it depends on what kind of hot pepper we're eating, too. We need duraluminum. We have a bunch. So, we'll see. Did you see how broken everything was down there? Would you trust an elevator? Besides, stairs are good for you. They build the glutes. Going downstairs, though, is hard on the knees. My knee does not appreciate it. Right? No knees. No need for stairs when you have grapples. There you go. Just use the grapple hook. That'll get you everywhere you need to go. These are optional equipment. Titanium and stravidium is what you should be gathering besides spice. Up here specifically. Everything else we can get down in the basin. I don't know, sometimes they're equally painful. Going down requires more care. Going up puts more strain. Because my knee likes to decide not to work occasionally, so going down requires a lot more concentration. Yeah, so it's kind of a toss-up. Which one's worse? When I'm going upstairs, I have to lead with my off leg. My non-dominant. That's why Pirate's always laying down. Nice. Alright. We're going to go back to the basin, get the stuff dropped off, and then I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight. We'll see. Your half-inch of spinal compression from the 75-pound rest sack is not service-related? Movie quote, yeah? We need to head for that gap right there. Walk it off. Walk it off. Rub some dirt on it. If you're not bleeding, you're not hurt. Pain lets you know you're alive. Thank you, Cathavia. You got Fallout 76? Nice. That game is fun. No, I do enjoy it. I don't spend nearly enough time there. But we do enjoy it. Archimedes, hello, how are you? You made it. Happy Friday. Making sure we're headed for the right gap here. You're tired, but you made it. So sleepy. It has been a week. You know what, Daryl? You should. I think you really should. You should spend just a little bit of time in 76. How are you, Daryl? It's good to see you. Spent most of the afternoon running Ethernet cable for a project at work. Fun. Only an hour? You're slacking, Daryl. I'll say I'm trying to do the math in my head for the number of plaques that we had to cut for this job that we're doing. I've been wrestling the 4x8 sheets of 1/4-inch acrylic on the panel saw, cutting them down into strips to then cut down into the appropriate sized plaques for the signage. And let's see, roughly at least 600. Just off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember the numbers of my cut list. So spent a lot of time on the saw, a lot of time labeling, because then we have to peel the masking off and label them for the paint colors. And so yeah, it's, you know, XP weekend. I'll have to try to jump on this weekend. The hardest part, our panel saw is off square, so we have to oversize it on the panel saw. I really wish that they would fix it, and we've told them and told them and told them, and like, oh, well, you can just oversize it and recut it on the table saw. It's like, sure, we'll add extra steps, that's fine. We're just production, no big deal. So we have to oversize it, and then when we're cutting, we have to make sure we don't blow out the corners, which is easy enough to do, putting a sacrificial plate on so the throat is real thin, only wide enough for the blade, and it's usually not too bad because we're cutting 1/4 inch. When you're cutting the thinner stuff, 1/8 and 16th, that's when you get so many blowouts on the corners. He used to manage a maintenance department. Come manage ours. We don't actually have a maintenance department. Yeah, it's like it just adds extra steps to the job, and you know, it's a job security, I guess. Which this week it wasn't that bad because our printer was down. We couldn't do any of the printing for the signage, so the things that we needed to get done we couldn't do, so it's a good thing we had all of the stuff to cut anyway, so we're getting it done ahead of schedule. You've built a maintenance department from scratch before? I need to retire already. I mean, I like my job. It's fun. Even when it's tedious, even when it's frustrating, I do enjoy my job. I would very much enjoy being able to play full-time for you guys. That would be an even better job. Let's drop that in there. Drop that. Ornithopter. Or not what, pirate? Goes in there. What else do we have? See me do this whole time? It's what we're working towards. It's what we're working towards. Why would I want to nerd sit all day? Because nerds are awesome. Nerds are the best. What else do we have? We can research this. Spice infused plastinium dust. Atmospheric filtered fabric. Yep, we will learn that. Keep that. Put those away and put those away. Knife parts. And darts are third one. Yeah, I like it when I guess right. See, I have organizational skills. Pocket protectors. There's nerds and there's geeks. It's not the right one. This one. Spice ready to use spice. We still only have 170 spice melange. Gosh. Oh, it's horrible. What are we missing? Jasmium crystal. we have the PSU, the treads, the engine. Tread, engine, PSU, chassis, and the hull. Damn. Alright, so we were hoping to be able to why do I have so much aluminum? Because that's what Cathevia was gathering most recently. We need more jasmium crystal. So, Cathevia, do you know where to find that? That's what we need more of to make more duraluminum so we can finish up this tread bike. We are short there for that. It's the only way to protect your head from the... Yes, exactly. Gotta keep people from reading our minds. Alright. Gather up some jasmine crystal, and that is where we will end it for tonight. I do appreciate you guys. You are awesome to hang out with. I love having these conversations in chat while we're playing games. It is so much fun. I appreciate you guys' support, and thank you so much for the new follows today. Mister, gotta stop people from eating our minds. I mean, if Hannibal can do it. Yeah, gotta keep the mind readers out. So once again, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate you. This is where we're going to end it for tonight, and we will be back to build that tread bike, and I'm really excited to see how much fun that's going to be to ride around in. So thank you guys so much once again. I am live every weeknight from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a variety of games during the week. Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. I know, you just got here. Gotta be around more. I need to be able to stream later. That's what needs to happen. Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. is my series stream starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag for the first time. Having a lot of fun in that. And, we'll also have a stream on Saturday afternoon as well for more multiplayer fun. If you haven't joined the Discord already, that link is in my bio. There's also a command for it in chat. So be sure to join the Discord there. It is a fun way to hang out off stream and also get the server information for multiplayer stuff. Thank you so much for the cheer, Archimedes. I do appreciate you. You guys are awesome. It's so much fun. If you missed any of the live streams, or if you want to see any of the other games that I played, those replays are always on YouTube to watch later. I do appreciate everybody watching those. Those views and subscribes are always appreciated. And please leave me your comments. I want to hear from you and have an interaction with those viewers as well. So once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in chat. Cathevia, thank you so much for hanging out with me in game. I do appreciate you. Thank you for the help with the gathering and the harvesting. We'll get you some stuff built with your better armor. Feel free to take anything that is in the chests, armor-wise, so we can take care of that. So I will see you all, guys, all next time.